Ahead of Marvel Studios' Avengers Secret Wars, Deadpool and Wolverine reveals a major plot point that relates to the most important characters in their own universes. This, of course, being anchor beings. So let's talk about why this is a huge importance in the MCU going forward and has a huge impact on, well, Secret Wars. Prior to the release of Deadpool and Wolverine, we heard rumors that the whole anchor being thing would be more like, hey, if this character dies, the universe automatically starts to go to an incursion. This isn't the case necessarily, so the universe does start to be in peril once its anchor dies, but like they explained in the film, when Logan died, the Fox universe was going to take a long time. Mr. Paradox even reveals sometimes it can take thousands of years, if not tens of thousands of years, for everything to cause this ripple effect that destroys the universe. And the whole plot obviously revolves around trying to speed that up. Now, what's important here is that they revealed that each specific multiverse has one character that is an anchor being. Of course, we know that it was Logan / Wolverine in the old X-Men continuity. And that was kind of meta because that's all the Fox films were about, right? But we now understand that each one has one as well. And if those characters are removed from that universe or die, they start this process. So think about what happened in Multiverse of Madness. Was one of the Illuminati potentially an anchor being? And now it's the same problem. Who's the anchor in the MCU? And this will obviously be a factor once we get to Secret Wars because it's an all-out war for survival. So think about what happens with these universes. Like, what if the MCU anchor is, I don't know, Monica Rambeau? Suddenly, she's been whisked away over into another universe where the X-Men now are taking care of her. And what if this starts to destroy the sacred timeline? Like, there's a lot of implications here that you got to just kind of think about and go, okay, this changes a whole lot and adds a whole nother element to not just incursions and the fear of them, but how you can speed up the process and make it even worse. So now we're kind of compiling on multiple science fiction concepts getting to Secret Wars, and we're still not done. There's still a lot to uncover here. And this is honestly really interesting and intriguing because it opens us up to a lot of different multiverse problems that can be caused. And a lot of factors that they can get into that build up this giant oncoming war and whatever happens with Kang and whatever happens with tons of variants. And certainly it'll be really interesting to see how they deal with this in terms of like the Fox properties, right? So I definitely now am more hyped to see Secret Wars than anything because, you know, there's a lot of concepts that they introduce here that now just paint a different picture. And just think about this whole concept of the anchor and how does that now work with the Fantastic Four, for example, and their universe being destroyed. It's going to be really fascinating to see.